Good morning, student. This is Vasomit Banchor, your computer application teacher. Welcome to the class now. Today we'll learn about the language translator. A language translator is software that translates a computer program written in one language to another. Assembler, interpreter, compiler are the are the example of language translator. Language translator means it has to translate the language into the machine level language or language into the high level language. Then computer can understand instructions written only in machine language. Computer cannot understand the program written in high level language or even assembly language used by the programmer to write a code. Hence we need language translator. Then assembler converts assembly language program to machine language. Interpreter and compiler convert high level language program to machine language, that is C++, which is having high level language compiler to convert the code into machine language. Python, which is also having high level language, use an interpreter. Then difference between interpreter compiler and interpreter: translate one statement to the high level language code at a time. In case there is an error in this line source code, it has to be corrected for the interpreter to continue its work. Then a compiler scans the entire high level language program once and then translate it to machine language, all marked as the end. It is faster than interpreter. So high level language, assembly language goes to compiler, interpreter, assembler turns to machine language. So here we are using languages. We are using the language translator, assembler, interpreter, and compiler. It helps machine to understand the high level language, assembly language into machine language, which we are giving instructions to computer to do the work. Here assembler converts the assembly language to machine language. If you are giving any instructions to do the work, so assembler converts the assembly language into machine language. Then machine language helps to execute, helps first the processing, do the process of our instructions, and then helps to execute as a format we want, that assembly language format. The interpreter and compiler converts high level program to machine language. It means that if you are writing a code, if you are writing a program, that program if you are writing, so while writing the program last year you did that notepad you are having last year, and that notepad you are writing the HTML code. Like this same in C++, Python we are having the editor. That editor we have to write the code, that editor only we have to write the code of that particular language, C++, Java, then Python, all this. It helps to write the code, and then after writing something you are checking your line. So here in our the editor is having one checker means some programming language using interpreter, some using compiler. So this both are checking our code and converts into machine language to show to it is easy to it is in machine language it is easy to read the source code which we had written to machine, and then machine it process it. After processing it gives us the output. So both the interpreter and compiler are used to compile, used to check the code and convert it into machine languages, because machine languages is easy to read for machine to give a accurate or to give a output. So difference between interpreter and compiler means if you are writing the code, interpreter check line wise, one line, two line, three, third line, fourth line, like this interpreter checked. And after checking the first line, if it shows no error, then it goes to the second line. And if first line it shows the error, so interpreter gives the notice to the user to check the error there. And compiler scan all the program which we had written, and after scan all the program, afterwards it shows the error that we have to correct it. Like this, the interpreter and compiler do their work. Then types of software. Based on their functions, software can be categorized as system software and application software. System software controls, organizes and manages functioning of the computer system. It generates user interface and allows the operating system to interact with the hardware. So it is a system software, means we are having a hardware. That hardware we have to install hardware software in our computer. After that our computer, that hardware will work. Without that software our hardware will not able to do anything with the hardware. So if you are having keyboard, if you are having mouse, if you are having monitor, if you are having printer, speaker, all the softwares we should first install their software in our computer, then afterwards it all will work. Then types of system software are operating system. Operating system of a computer is the main components of the system software. It is responsible for managing files on the disk, communication between the computer and peripheral, memory space management, job scheduling, etc. It is a program or collection of programs which usually stored on the hard disk. Microsoft Windows, Apple macOS, Unix, Linux are example of operating system used on personal computer. So student, operating system means if you are not having operating system in your desktop or in your laptop, that you are not able to open your computer, and if you are not able to do any work without this operating system. Operating system is the main components of our system software. It is responsible for managing all the things. Then if you are uh, adding some peripheral devices, then your memory allotment, memory management, then job scheduling, all the works of operating system is done, all the works, and it stores all the things properly, and it is a program or collection that always usually stored in the hard disk. And some operating system name are Microsoft Windows, Apple, Unix, Linux are the some operating systems. Then device drivers. A device driver is a computer program that controls a particular type of device that is attached to your computer. These are device drivers for printer, display, CD-ROM readers, diskettes, drives, and so on. When you buy an operating system, many device drivers are built in. So device driver means you are having keyboard, mouse, speaker, CPU, monitor, all you are having the hardware. That hardwares must have the software. That software is known as the device driver. These are known as the device, and how it work, how the devices work with the help of software. So the device driver work here. When you buy an operating system, many device drivers are in the operating systems only, and some device drivers you have to install, you have to buy from the market with the hardware which you are buying, that you have to install in your computer afterwards. Then utility software. Utility software is system software designed to help analyze, configure, optimize, or maintain a computer. These are software support operations such as disk management, disk cleanup, etc. This program could be built into the operating system or could be installed later. Some of the commonly used system software utility as given below. So utility software means that software is used to help, used for help, designing the help, configure, optimize, maintain our computer. It also do the operations such as disk management, disk cleanup. Like this the utility software is doing here. And some lists are mentioned here, that backup utility, disk fragmenting, disk cleanup, antivirus, compression utility, language processor. These are all the part of utility software. So backup utility, this utility creates the backup copies of important data so that you can recover in case of accidental deletion. So backup utility is used to take the backup of your all the data. So if your computer corrupted, if your any disk corrupted or any pen drive you are having that corrupted, that the data should be save with the help of this. Then disk fragmenting means the disk fragmenting software allow to arrange the file so that the disk time required to access file is reduced. Then disk cleanup, if you to keep the performance of computer up to the optimal level, it is necessary to delete all the temporary files. So the disk cleanup utility work as detecting and deleting temporary internet files or temporary files, etc. Then antivirus software, a computer virus is a program that modifies the other computer program in the system. In this case, the computer system to behave in an abnormal manner. An antivirus software scans your disk for virus and removes them. Antivirus software protects computer system from virus attack. So antivirus means if your computer is having any virus detected in your computer, so antivirus helps to that scan your virus and removes them. Then compression utility shrinks files so that less disk space is occupied. If you are having that storage device less than your data, so first you have to compress means you have to squeeze the data, and then afterwards if you are sending some other place or some where you are sending, that it is easy to send there. And then language processor, interpreter, assembler, compiler are example of language processor or language translator, which we had learned earlier. So student, next class will discuss application software. Thank you.